What's up, y'all? Welcome to another episode of Couch Chronicles. I think this is about the third official episode. So, if you've been watching this far, I really appreciate it. Appreciate all the feedback. It really means a lot. It kind of keeps me going with this. So, like I said, everything everybody said to me, it really does mean a lot. So, today's episode is really kind of start off right there off motivation and kind of I'd ask myself, I want you guys to ask yourself too, is what is stopping you from doing what you want to do? Why are you letting the opinion of other people stop you from really achieving or even trying to whatever makes you happy? Only you know what makes you happy, and yet a lot of people, including myself until recently, and I still struggle with this, just struggle to find an avenue and want to put this stuff out there and actually feel comfortable putting this stuff out there. People are really, insecure, I am too. Everybody deals with it. People are just very timid to kind of let their light shine bright and kind of show the true colors. So I just kind of want to talk about that today, sorry, and just kind of not go too into depth of everything, but just kind of, make some pointers out. It's not really, it's scary. Like, I put out these shows, and I don't know if anybody's really gonna watch them, but this is something that I like doing, so hopefully you guys catch on to it, and this is a good episode, so let's get right to it. The main focus really of this particular episode is to kind of give you guys a few tips that I've started already, and this is like, I'm still at ground zero, I'm nothing special yet. I'm definitely going to build and grow on this, but I'm not where I want to be at all. I mean, I just started, but this is something that I've read and kind of taken advice from mentors or just people around me that have actually lived the life that I want to live. So first thing is obviously find your niche. Find something that you're actually good at and that you actually love doing. People, it's not your 9 to 5, like something that you actually will probably work for free. It's just as crazy as that sounds. You will probably do something that you will work for no money because you love it just that much. And second is really coming up with like a organized plan. Everybody has wishes and dreams and wants, but that alone won't get you anywhere. You have to actually sit down, put together an actual plan, and I'll put something towards the end of the video, something that was in the Think and Grow Rich book, but you have to actually have actual steps and put it to plan and be persistent, which is really the next thing. But you got to be persistent. You can't say, oh, I want to do this and start on it for a week, and then you might come back to it a day or two, and then you come back. Like, no, it's about consistency. This is why, and I'm really mad at myself because I didn't make a video this last week because I kind of got busy, but I was beating myself up. I can't really do that too much, but I want to be consistent. I want to actually be the person that, like I said before, I want to inspire other people to try doing this. So I actually know that I have to put the footwork in, and I have to do more than beyond just wishing and wanting. I actually have to put the actual work in. After you really first find your niche, then you make a really organized plan that you can follow through. That's not too complicated for you. It won't make you lose motivation. And then third, you be persistent with that action. You actually follow through and not just wish you want all day. The next part you go to, which is where I'm in now, but trying to network and establish good connections, because you don't know it all. Not me, not your mom, not your dad, not your boss, or anybody. Nobody knows everything, and nobody gets to where they want to completely alone. So you're never too good to talk to anybody. You never know. Just doing stuff out of the ordinary that you don't do, you might meet somebody good, and like that's what I'm hoping to, trying to make connections, but you never know who you can meet, and you never know what you can learn from somebody. So never have your nose turned up or just being snobby, thinking that you know it all because you went to college somewhere, or you just, just don't be that person. So obviously that's more common sense, but it's a couple quotes that I kind of liked, but I'm going to read from this one right here. It says, "You are the master of your own fate and the captain of your own soul, because you can control your own thoughts." Like, animals can control their own thoughts. They more so act off instinct. Sometimes they can't control them, but the fact that we can control our thoughts and reprogram and retrain our mind. A lot of us have negative thoughts in our mind, and that's off of auto suggestion. Your brain is already coded a certain way till you say, I can't afford that. I can't do this. The word can't is a real negative and tells your brain, it makes your brain in a way shut down, makes you accept the current fate that you're in, and kind of tells you that you can't rise above any adversity, or you're not strong enough to handle this or that. But the word can't really shut your mind down. So that's obviously, it's the simple things that you really wouldn't think about, but it's the auto suggestion and really reading your mind and reprogramming your mind and telling yourself, not convincing anybody else, that you're going to be something in this life. You're not just going to be, like I keep saying, a 9 to 5, even though I have one right now because I got to pay the bills somehow. But you're not destined to be that for the rest of your life. And I've already said this before, school doesn't prepare you for the real life. It tells you to get a job, go to college 4 years, get in debt, and then work pretty much the rest of your life paying that off. So, like I said, this generation is kind of breaking that cycle. But of course, I'm not saying don't go to college. I'm not against that. I'm just saying there's different avenues, and I want people to realize that people are going to hate you first. People are going to talk, spread rumors, but that means you're doing something good. Nobody's going to hate on you for nothing. Everybody has to have a real reason. So if they hate on you, if friends are starting to switch up on you, or people are just acting funny in general, we know snakes here and there. We all say it, as long as like that, but just cut them off and focus on yourself and focus on the positive energy. Not to sound like a big, type of third eye awoken person, but really energy is a real thing. So don't waste your time around with negative people and filling your mind with negative thoughts. So I don't want to talk forever. I kind of want to keep this video short and sweet and kind of leave a lasting impression with y'all, kind of an impression of motivation, probably some courage. But I'm a real firm believer of practicing what you preach. So don't believe that I'm not out here, like I said, putting this own advice I'm giving to y'all. I'm really talking to myself, to be honest. I'm really just trying to motivate myself to keep going with this and keep striving and coming up with different ideas, and also having to record this. I'm doing all this by myself, record video, audio, all that's done by myself. So hopefully that's another point that people can point to and kind of say, oh, I want to do that, or I kind of want to get outside my comfort zone, because this is exactly what I'm doing right now. And again, it's not easy. Like, just self-doubts, but don't stop at the first sign of any discouragement. Most people stop 3 feet from goal. So that means you're so close, but some people just get tired, they get wear and thin, they just give up. But this is just the start, and I really appreciate anybody who's ever reached out to me, because that's really keeping me going and kind of telling me that this is going to grow into something big, and I just have to be patient. Like I'm telling y'all, I'm going to be patient, not trying to rush anything, not trying to take any shortcuts. I'm just building this from the ground up, like I've said in almost every video. So hopefully somebody can take this and use it in their own life and translate their thoughts and desires into a burning obsession. You have to want this so bad. It's the first thing you think about in the morning, first thing you think about at night. You can do it. Don't let why care about a hater if you don't even respect them? Why take their opinion into any matter? It shouldn't matter to you. If you don't mess with that person, this person, a family member, co-worker, doesn't matter who it is. If they aren't paying your bills, if they're not a significant other in your life, don't let that opinion stop you from doing what you want to do. Because this life is too short. We all know it. And this is really something that I want to see more people doing. I want to see more people coming out of their comfort zone and letting your light shine bright. And again, this is a big thank you to everybody that's ever reached out to me and continue to reach out to me. And I want y'all to like and subscribe and help keep the channel growing, and I hope keep pushing out some positive messages for y'all. Thank you.